Hello YouTube, Ethan, you're back with another kicking action figure review. Today we have a type of figure I haven't done in a while, a Collect and Connect from Mattel's DC line. Yes, the current line is DC Comics Multiverse, and this is the first Collect and Connect of the line. You'll pardon me if I accidentally call it a Build-A-Figure. I know that's Hasbro Marvel, but you know, I have a lot more Build-A-Figures. But yeah, this is Batman's Justice Buster mech suit from the Batman in-game story arc. Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, etc., etc. An amazing Batman arc. Definitely check out the graphic novel. It's an incredible read. I mean, it's really good. Just all of Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo's run on Batman, actually. You know what? Anything that Scott Snyder has written should be dope. Any art Greg Capullo's done should be dope. I mean, they're wonderful. They're some of my favorites in the biz. But, yeah, really cool. Honestly, it's not as good as I'd hoped. There's more paint on the, like, prototype picture or whatever that's on the back of the box. But, I mean, you do get a pretty big guy here. I'm just glad to have it because I love Endgame. I love Batman. You know, living that life. But yeah, like on the package, there's like paint here on the hands and everything, and it's not here at all. And then some paint on parts is inconsistent, like the paint's lighter over here than it is over here. Another big problem I had is I had to use like hot water and stuff to make all these spines and the crest on the head straight because they were all crooked because they were pressed in the package. I had to use super glue to connect him. It was supposed to pop in right here, but I actually had to use super glue to make it stay because it wouldn't stay. It would just pop right out every single time. Wouldn't even stay in for a second. But I did it in a good way, like I was supposed to. Didn't lose any articulation. Everything's fine. Don't worry. I don't know if other people have to do that, but I definitely did, and I thought that was kind of dumb. That I ended up having to do that, honestly. But, yeah, you know, how about we hop into some articulation? Articulation on this guy is not bad. You know, this head is on a ball, so it can just move all around however. You know, lots of good movement on that. Up and down here on the arm, forward and back as you can see. You got a rotation here on the elbow. You have a bend on the elbow, which is cool. You already saw me do some ab crunch swag forward and back. No waist or anything. You got in and out here on the legs, forward and back. You got a rotation here up on the thigh. You do have a pretty decent knee bend, actually. A good 90 degrees right there. That's pretty good. So yeah, I almost thought the feet had articulation at first, but they don't, sadly. But yeah, you can get him in, like, some alright poses and stuff, you know. He's not hopeless. Like, you can have him doing more than just standing straight up. So, I mean, he looks so dumb right now because I'm not trying, but yeah, you guys get my point. But yeah, now detail and paint. The detail's actually pretty dope. He could use more paint, but the detail is pretty dope. He's got these nice blue eyes with like a blue border on them, which is real nice. He's got lots of dents and stuff sculpted in. I mean, he did fight the Justice League with this thing. So, like, lots of dents and scrapes all over. So it's not totally symmetrical, which is really nice. Looks like it's definitely seen better days, and that's the point. Especially on the back. It's real prominent on the back here. It's got these, you know, boosters there. He could definitely use more paint. Definitely use more paint. But we have lots of different kinds of, like, gray and silver all over the body. A little black. He really just could use more paint. That's a big gripe I have. More paint would really help this guy out. But yeah, now let's get into some sizing. Now for our first size comparison, here's our Justice Buster Batman with some other Mattel DC figures. Here on the left we have the 30th anniversary Dark Knight Returns Superman from DC Comics Multiverse line. And here on the right, the DC Universe Classics Power Girl. Here he is with some movie figures. Our Dark Knight Rises Movie Masters Batman on the left, and the DC Multiverse Superman from Batman vs. Superman here on the right. Here he is with some DC Icons figures. Here on the left, Batman, and on the right, Black Adam. And honestly, I just want a little side note here. I think that he goes great with these guys because it actually looks like the DC Icons Batman could more realistically fit inside this mech. Here's Justice Buster Batman with some DC Collectibles figures. On the right, the Greg Capullo Designer Series, New 52 Nightwing, and here on the right, the GameStop exclusive Battle Damaged Arkham Knight Batman. And lastly, here's our Justice Buster with the entire wave. So these are all the figures you have to buy to build the Justice Buster. From left to right, we have 0 Year Batman, Earth 23 Superman, CW TV show Reverse Flash, and then this is the Season 2 variant of the CW TV series Flash. You can get one with the red symbol or the white symbol. You get the same piece with either one. And then you have the Arrow, also from the CW television series. And here on the far right, Endgame Joker, who is from the same story arc as the Justice Buster mech suit. So, yeah, with the exception of Cyborg, I actually have a whole Mattel team for the in-game story arc. I got New 52 Batman, I have his mech, I have the Joker, and I have the New 52 Justice League except Cyborg because Mattel didn't make one. Damn it, Mattel, I wanted Cyborg. I actually wanted him more than any of them except the Batman and Superman. But they'd already made the Batman and Superman with the All-Star line, so I already had them. So when the rest of the Justice League was coming out, I was like, hey, I want Cyborg the most. Come on, whatever. But, yeah, you know, I think this is just a cool look for him and his wave. So what are my final thoughts on the Justice Buster Batman Collecting Connect figure from the DC Multiverse line from Mattel? It's a pretty cool Collecting Connect. It's from an amazing Batman story that's fairly recent, so, you know, that's dope. He goes well with all my New 52 figures, and with this figure, since it's a mech suit, you can kind of work the sizing. Like, I don't think he looks cool with the DC Collectibles, minus DC Icons, of course. But I think he looks fine with the Mattel figures, even the ones that vary in size, you know? Like the TV and movie figures. Honestly, I do think he looks best with DC Icons, though. I just think that that's more realistic. Like, if you... I'm not sure how Batman sat in this mech suit, but I want to say he kind of, like, sat down in it. And if you think about Batman sitting down in this mech, the Icons Batman is definitely the best fit. For sure. I mean, the movie Masters Dark Knight Batman might not be a bad fit either, but definitely the Icons for sitting down, and then just for standing up in there, you know, any of them are fine, I guess. I don't remember exactly how he sat in the mech. I didn't look it up because I didn't think it'd be important for the review, but now I know better, don't I? But yeah, that's it, everyone. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. We are going to have more DC reviews coming at you. Godzilla, Gamera, Ultraman, Marvel, Star Wars, you fucking name it, we're going to fucking review it. Wow, that was unnecessarily harsh. Alright, thank you very much for your support, everyone. I'll see y'all later.